guys, I sure come at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. Today we have the Nutcracker, we have Georgid the Breaker. I love this dude. He is a nuking machine, one of the best PvP nuking options inside the game. We have Lucas, opened 2 Void Chars and got Georgid on 2 times. So you're the one who got him on the 2-time scam. Stocked for that damage. Any tips for building him? I'm being very careful. You don't even have to be that careful on this dude. You just put him in and you're looking good, man. We got Fate looking for Georgid and Candyman. We can do Candyman sometime soon. And David Rosenberg says, love the content, Ash. Good timing, just pulled him. Also got super lucky, got my first Void Legendary, and it was Georgid the Breaker. Oh man, what a great first Void Legendary to get, man. And Don says, can you do a guide on Georgid? I recently pulled him, please. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely, I can. Unfortunately, we don't have live arena open right now, but let's take a look at this champion and talk about what makes him so special. Truthfully, what makes this champion? Jeez, for my money, maybe tied for the best attack-based nuker inside the game for the arena. In the conversation, right, just for the heck of it, right, we get Georgid the Breaker, the best of the best in terms of the meta right now, because I know some of you guys are going to throw out some names. I'm talking about the most used champions right now in the top of live arena. We get Georgid. He's up there. He might be number 1, okay? But the other 2 champions in the conversation would be Baron, because Sky Piercer ignoring shield and block damage, and 50% of defense. That's amazing. Obviously, I'm talking attack base, or it would be Taurus as well. And we actually mentioned him in the shoutouts. I would put Candyman in that conversation as well. Just an incredible nuker. And then the other one I would include in terms of attack base meta right now for AoE is going to be Leo, right? Leo's such a tremendous champion because he's immune to all the CC. He has the unkillable, and then he hits really hard too. So anyway, those would be my 4 like S tier attack-based nukers right now for arena offense. But Georgid, you can make the case he's number 1 because he can do what none of them can do. He can come in here with actually, let's start with the A1, right? I'm getting ahead of myself as I get excited about the Nutcracker here. Attacks 1 enemy 2 times, 30% chance of repeating the attack. Nice. On the A2, March of 10, attacks all enemies. Decrease the turn meter of all targets by 30%. This effect cannot be resisted. Unkillable on the champion for 1 turn if this attack kills an enemy. Okay, so 30% turn meter that can't be resisted. Sign me up! That's amazing. It's amazing turn meter control. The fact that it can't be resisted means there's no accuracy required on this champion. Base stats, 103 speed, 1608 base attack. Very high. His HP, though, is only 13k. His defense, though, is over 1,000, which is not too bad. Deadly Ballet, this is his big money ability, guys. Attacks 1 enemy, ignores strengthen, stone skin, unkillable, block damage, increased defense, ally protect, and shield. It ignores everything. It ignores everything. Block damage, unkillable, strength, and stone skin. I mean, I just said it. Stone skin. It's the only ability in the game, with all due respect to Elil, that ignores stone skin and does a ton of damage. And then you get the extra turn if the attack kills an enemy. But I'm not done yet. Because the coolest thing, and the reason that this, I mean, well, one of the coolest things, in the extra turn, you come right back into the AoE and everybody's smithereens, right? But the other coolest thing about this champion is his passive. Crack any shell. This is what brings it all together, and this is what makes him one of the hardest hitters inside the entire game. Has a 50% chance for this champion to ignore 50% of the target's defense from each hit placed by this champion's skills. That means if we get the Helm Smasher Mastery, that gives us a 25% ignore defense, and Lethal or Savage Gear, that gives us a 25% ignore defense, we have a chance every hit to ignore 100% of target defense. No champion in the game can do that. The closest, again, is Sky Piercer, provided that you have Helm Smasher and Savage or Lethal Gear on Baron as well. But he does it on every hit, or a chance to do it on every hit. It makes him just an incredible champion. He's Void Affinity, so there's no bad affinity matchups for this champion. We do have some lore. I'm not going to read it all today, but you guys can check that out if you want to hear the backstory of Georgid the Breaker. I started out the first 100 guides here on the channel. I started by actually reading all the lore. And while maybe like 2 or 3 of you guys in the comments said that you really enjoyed it, if you look at like viewer watching, like 95% of you guys fast forwarded through every lore. It hurts, man. It really hurts, but it's the truth. So I'm going to probably stop doing it, unfortunately. But again, I got to give the people what they want, right? So we have a little bit of an unorthodox build on Georgid today. We can see him in a 6-piece stone skin. I want to be very clear here. The most common build for Georgid the Breaker is going to be lethal or savage, okay? Again, having that chance to ignore 100% of enemy defense is extremely valuable. So that is going to be the most common thing. However, there's a little dilemma with, Georgid, as there are with most attack-based nukers. This is the reason that Candyman is so powerful, is because he has that veil. He has his own protection, right? But this dude is a pretty squishy nuker. So we need to have a solution for that. So Stone Skin is one solution that you may have, right? So that's what I'm going with, because you can't always run him with like a Nekret the Great. You might not have a Nekret the Great, right? So how do we keep this dude alive? Excuse me. Stone Skin's an easy way to do that. However, we are throwing away 25% ignore defense, so that caps him at 75% potential ignore defense. We do have Helm Smasher, though, 50% chance of ignoring 25% of the target's defense. And then we have Ruthless Ambush, the first hit on each enemy, extra 8% damage. Well, you guys can see the masteries here. We came down to Retribution and Deterrence as well. Those counterattacks are great because this dude hits really hard. Let me go ahead and show you his multipliers before I show you his artifacts. All right, guys, so Arena God, says hellhades.com. You can use him in other areas of the game, too, as Spider Nuker, Fire Knight, sure, why not? Dragon, Ice Golem, Dark Fae with that turn meter control in the A2, very nice to open up with that A3. You kill somebody, and then you smash your entire team, and if you don't kill them, you reduce their turn meter. So Dark Fae, I would flag as a really good area for Georgid the Breaker. Consider putting him, if you're one of those guys watching right now, or gals, and you only have him in the arena, you only have an arena build, consider just using that same build and putting him on your Dark Fae team, especially if you need that turn meter, because Dark Fae is the most important Doom Tower boss to farm, and he's a great champion for it. He'll do a lot of damage, plus that control. But anyway, multipliers. A 1.7 godlike rating on his A1, that's a 2-time hitter, and then a 30% chance to repeat the attack again, and then he has a 4 on the AoE godlike damage rating, and then he has a 5.7 damage multiplier on, or attack multiplier on the A3. And keep in mind, he has a high base attack as well. When we see high multipliers plus a high base attack plus ignoring a lot of defense, that equals a ton of damage. All right, guys, before we jump into the arena, let's take a quick look at the artifacts here. Again, Stone Skin, Lethal, Savage would be other options on this champion. If you want to use him more in PvE, you could even throw him in Relentless Gear. On Speed on the boots is what we have here in this build, but do not be afraid of considering attack percentage on the boots. I like having my Georgid, though, as fast as possible, so that's why I do prefer Speed on the boots. I do have that juicy attack percentage on my Ascension stats there as well, though. We have attack percentage on the chest. Let me see what I get as Ascension here. Anything good? Anything good? Defense. Not bad, not bad. But we're not going to go ahead and fully ascend it right now. We do have crit damage, obviously, on the gauntlets. And then we have, again, looking for crit rate in the substats as much as we can. Crit damage as well, if we can find it, right? So those are the stat priorities on this champion. Obviously, again, attack is going to be priority. 100% crit rate is going to be a priority. And then crit damage, really. You don't need accuracy on this champion. You do need some speed and survivability. But, of course, that depends on how you're using this champion and who you're using him with. For the blessing, we have Soul Reap. As you guys can see, you get extra attack, you get extra crit damage as well. The longer that you go, the more that you level up this blessing. And again, at 6-star, I mean, it's incredibly powerful. If anybody's lucky enough to have a 6-star Georgid the Breaker, I am jealous. You get all that boost of attack and speed and crit damage, and then the 20% target HP threshold on the Grim Reaper coming in on the Reap. So let's go ahead and try this dude out in the arena. No, I don't. You know, do you ever notice how they very cleverly place the the buttons in this game to where you're gonna click to buy an offer? You ever notice that? Anyway. Not a surprise, really, right? Not a surprise. So what I want to do here is actually have him on a team with Nekret right now, only to show you guys like the type of team that you could make if you didn't have him in Stone Skin. So if he was in Lethal or Savage, Mithrala and Tormund, they're not mandatory for a team like this. But what I would say is you need a Nekret the Great to come in there with some ally protection and some block debuffs out the gate, or you need a cleanser kind of at the ready, like Mithrala, if they get CC'd early on. And most importantly, you do need a bolster set or somewhere to keep this dude alive, right? So as with any attack-based nuker on your arena team, unless you have the fastest team known to man, like an Arbiter super speed team, you're going to have to worry about teams like this beating you, right? Thus, you need some way to keep this dude alive. So this is the type of team that I would run if I didn't have him in Stone Skin. It still works with Stone Skin, obviously. You can see the ally protection, the strengthen, the block debuffs. Mithrala, we have her going in with the A2 no matter what. Well, I guess the only other way would be if we all had like block, if it was a Hegemon or something on the enemy team, right? But I like Mithrala because she brings the increased defense for Tormund and the increased attack on the same ability for the Nutcracker here. So let me go ahead and show a tankier team. This is a good one. Well, but you know what? Let's do Georgid versus Georgid here. So they have a Yakarl, a Rhonda, and a Pythion on their squad. And again, I really like this team. Normally, I wouldn't run a Tormund into a Pythion, but it's going to be cool. You see, he went in there with the A3, and like the game over already. Like, that's how cool freaking Georgid the Breaker is. He goes in there with the A3. He pops off, who did he even pop off? Yakarl. And then he came back in immediately with the extra turn. Hit him with the March of 10, the A2 ability. Decreased turn meter, and basically didn't even need the decreased turn meter, right? Let's go against this squad here because, you know what? Look at this. I hate teams like this. I really do. They've got no offense. They've got the double damage mitigators on both of the passives of Duchess. Mitigate AoE damage. Pythion, obviously mitigate all damage for each buff. And then they have Ultimate Death Ray, and they have Necret. I mean, come on, man. Come on. The all-defensive team. I think it's a little corny, not gonna lie. I don't mind an all-defensive team with like a Helicath, or a Tormund, or a Valkyrie, or something like that. Someone who can actually pack a punch. But this team, I mean, they just don't have anybody built as a nuker at all, right? They're just there to be defensive. And to add insult to injury, they're in Stone Skin, Stone Skin, Stone Skin. What a fun team, huh? The nice thing is we're going to be able to beat, let's see, what do they have? 3 revivers? 2 revivers. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's see how long it takes Georgid to break through this team. See what I did there? I might have to come back to you guys. It might take a while. The nice thing is they're not going to kill me. That's one thing I know. Now, I should have altered this team a little bit, and maybe I will. You know what I will do? You know what? I'm gonna redo. What I would like, instead of Tormund against a team like this, why not use, you guessed it, or maybe you didn't yet, that guy right there. Why not use Mighty Uko? He'll be a much better fit. Finding champions in this game nowadays, man. I need to tag them better or something. I have my most used tagged in for Live Arena, but it's still kind of a pain to find them lately. Anyway, we're going to open with Uko's Fury, and we're not going to use the A3, although we could if we needed a revive. But this is going to be a lot better because now we have someone to remove those annoying buffs that every single one of them has. So again, Mithrala is going to go in. She's going to place the increased attack. Going to come in here. We didn't remove anything, but at least we placed the block buffs on Duchess. And now we're going to have a much faster time. It's still going to take a while, though. So let me come back at you guys, I don't know, once Stone Skin drops off at least, right? Be right back. All right, guys, here we go. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Both the revivers are down. We're going to get this team down, man. We're going to get this annoying team down. Georgid putting in the work, man. You know, the cool thing is just how much he can melt through anything. The tankiest of teams. Keep in mind here, there's no debuffs on any of these teams. Like, we're not setting him up with a Madame Seri or anything like that. But you know what? Maybe we should. Maybe we should. You want to do that? Want to try him on a go first team and see how much damage he can output? That'd be fun, right? Let's go against this tanky team. Actually, you know what? Let's go against a super fast team with double control on it and just see how we do against this squad. And then we'll come down and we'll build him on a go first team and see what he can do. It's nice again here at this point. We come in there. Yumeko's going to get a turn. She's going to come in here, put all her skills on cooldown unless we stun her, which we don't. But even that A1 alone is strong enough to get the job done, right? Really, really cool to even have the A1 that gets the chance, what is it, 30% chance of going twice as well. So again, Stone Skin here, I mean, we have Necret, so it's not incredibly necessary, but this is how you keep this dude alive. Whereas if we had the Savage and Lethal, we could go on an absolute tear in terms of total damage. 100% ignore defense potential on this dude. He is really just an insane nuker. There's his A1. There's the revive from Duchess. Here's the ally attack. Now Duchess is dead. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Yumeko comes in. A1, no big deal. Actually, A2, no big deal. We come back in there, and I love how, like, even the animation on his attack, especially, like, that A1, it's just, like, it's really cool, dude. I love everything about this champion. 165k, not too bad there. All right. Let's go against this squad, but first, let's build him on a go first team here. So let's do something like, you know what? I got to put Tormund back in because I have these... Right now, these 3 teams, if you're curious, are my 3 tag team arena teams. So these are, you know, I don't know if they're the best teams on my account, but they're pretty damn close to not have to use any dupes. But let me go ahead and build a speed team. Do we have... Okay, we have one kind of, sort of, not really here, but... Okay, Arbiter, we can use in the lead, I think. But you know what I need is I need, like, a Yumeko or something, because Arbiter... I think I mentioned this on quite a few of my guides, guys. But she is, I took all her best speed gear off. I put it on Yumeko. And now she has, like, hand-me-down of hand-me-down of hand-me-downs. I need to re-gear her and put her, like, a lot faster. I'll take a look at her speed in a moment, but it's not anywhere near what it needs to be a speed lead on a team if Yumeko's going first, right? So what am I blind here? Where's Madame Saris? I always call her, some people ask why I call her Madame Saris. Is because somebody, one of my lovely French viewers was like, Ash, I'm so sick of the community and you mispronouncing this champion's name every time you say it. It's not Saris, it's Sari, Madame Sari. So now I try to do it right, you know? You know what, now that I look at it, guys, I don't think, she's just not fast enough. Arbiter's not fast enough, we're not going to put her in the lead. Let's use Kymar instead. I think it'd be better. And Kymar gives us 2 shots to remove Stone Skin, which we don't absolutely need, but it'd be nice, right? In case we don't kill him first shot on Mr. Georgid. So we're going to come in here. Kymar's A1 is going to be opener, and that will be that. There we go. Here we go. Let's see what we can do here. So we come in, Dance of Time, and we get 2 blocked removals. That's a bummer. We go in there. Oof. That was not the start that we wanted. But again, we do have 2 turns of Stone Skin on Georgid, and we can reset the cooldown with Kymar's A3 ability. Now, unfortunately, we had our debuffer get turned into mush, but then we reset the cooldown yet again with Yumeko. He comes back in, he kills UDK in the first shot, and that's the A1. We come in here, man, it's moving fast. We're moving fast here. All right, Madame Saris, you're supposed to be on the team to debuff. Stop being CC'd. March of Tin comes in there, reduced turn meter. Get a nice petrification there as well. But it gets cleansed, unfortunately. Here we go. We're still in there. That's the Deadly Ballet. A3. Get another turn. Come back in there with the A1. Things are looking good. He's a one-man wrecking crew. Can we stop the Pythion from getting back to his revive? I think so. And there it is. Oh, dude, I forgot how fun it is to have Yumeko and Kymar on the same team. Just reducing cooldowns like crazy. You know what, guys? Let's do a couple. Let's stick with this team for a few minutes. What do you say? Because this is like super fun. Here we go. Reduce the cooldown. Ally attack. Who cares? Come in here. Debuff them. Madame Seri. There she goes. And there we go. Deadly Ballet. Come in. March of Tin. And smoking everybody. Oh, beautiful stuff. And now we can go Seal of Magic and do it all over again. Oh, man. This is a deadly combination, huh, guys? We just keep resetting abilities over and over again. That's really fun. Let's do another one. Let's look for another, like... Oh, look at this one, guys. Oh, my God. It's Ursuga, Duchess, Sify, and Rhodos. It's like the tankiest team known to man. Of course, they're going to have a lot of damage mitigation with the Ursuga's passive. We go in there. Oh, man, what? Now, why did he do that? Why did it auto into Rhodos, man? That's really lame. Auto into Rhodos, who can't get one shot. That's stupid. We'd be better off just using the A1 against Rhodos. I can't believe we wasted the ability like that. Shame on me for putting it on auto. March of Tin comes through. And again, he's alive right now for one reason, really, guys. For one reason. and that is the Stone Skin. That's why if you have a go first team, I'd highly recommend you guys consider Stone Skin. All right, now we can kill Rhodos, but we don't get it done, unfortunately. That Ally Protect helping him out. The reason we're attacking Rhodos right now with What's-Her-Face is just to reduce that turn meter. We can't have him take a turn, basically, or he'll smoke the entire team. So now we can Dance of Time, decrease cooldown. We're going to come in here with, let's see. You think we can one-shot Sify? Let's see. Boom. Oh. Well, we can get rid of Asuga. Now we have no... Let's see if we can... Let's do a redo. Redo! And let's see if we can get it done off auto, right? Because we can't... Out of everybody to attack, the only one that you shouldn't attack there, Mr. Georgid, is Rhodos. The only one that can't be one-shot on the whole team. All right, come in here with the debuffs. Now we're cooking. Let's go ahead and Sify. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Asuga takes some damage too, obviously. Now we're going to set our sights on Miss Duchess here. And this is more my style. So I do have to be careful. He is very, very squishy right now. I'm going to go against Asuga because I can't take an A2 from Asuga or we would be toast right now. Our DPS would be deado. So let's go in here again and, well, they already have debuffs. Let's go A2. Let's go Dance of Time. And then let's hopefully, don't die, no, Asuga! How dare you? You know what? Maybe I do need a whatchamacallit, an Arbiter on the team. Maybe I stand corrected. Maybe I do need that Reviver. Let's see if we can get the job done, though. Let's see if we can finish this battle out, right? So let's try to kill Asuga. Oh, so close! All right, A2 here. Oh, man, she's clinging on to life. We're going to kill Asuga first because she's going to mitigate all that damage. Now, yeah, let's not play around here. Let's not play around. Okay, it's 3 non-DPS versus a OP tanky Reviver. Let's see what we can do here. Remove that shield. Let's reduce that turn meter. I think we'll be able to lap her easily. Oh, I shouldn't say easily. Can we lap her? Yes, we can. Reduce the cooldown, increase the cooldown, whatever. Okay, so we get the job done, guys. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It was not very pretty, but we get the job done. All right, let's come in here. A1, reduce some more turn meters. Going to get the shield. We're going to come in, Seal of Magic. We're going to Dance of Time. I love the synergy between Dance of Time and Seal of Magic. How many times am I going to say it in one video? Apparently a lot. We come in here, remove that shield. I only use the A1. I don't really use the A2. Very infrequently do I use the A2 on Yameko inside the arena because I'm just trying to reduce turn meter. And it does more damage anyway on 2 hits on the A1 versus 1 hit on the A2. It has the Hex on the A2, but not necessary. All right, here we go. A1, and we get the job done even though we lost the Man of the Hour. So, guys, we had a lot of fun here highlighting, let me just show you, can the A2 get the kill shot? Yeah, 4,000 damage, though. Not worth it. All right, guys, I think that's enough, right? Is that enough? Yeah, let's do one more. Screw it, right? Dude, seldom do you see a Fortis team in the arena, right? And they got Wither the Crown. No, they don't. They have Alil as well, Lydia, and an Arbiter. Let's see who goes first here. We do, thankfully. Reduce their cooldowns, come in, put them to sleep. Come in with the debuffs, and then let's go ahead and who we want to kill. Let's kill the Reviver. It's going to be a big, big damage nuke. 122k, not too bad. Come in with the AoE, and boom! Everybody's dead except for Fortis, who you can't kill in one shot. Here we go again, and finish him. Finish him. All right. So, guys, if you're watching this video, first of all, if you made it to the end, thank you for all the support. I appreciate you guys watching the entire video. Second, if you have Fortis, if you have Georgid the Breaker, man, congratulations, because you got your hands on just one of the best nukers in this game, and that's freaking awesome, dude. So go ahead and keep the requests coming. Excuse me, guys, as I can't stop. I can't get it. Wait, Wither is on the team. Did I just say he's not? Oh, that was the last team. My bad. I can't get enough of this, dude. I can't stop the video. Keep the requests for the champion guys coming. Much love to all of you guys. And as always, take care.